Good morning, Westchester. I'm Emmy.
And this is Theo.
And I'm Ava, and these are your announcements for Friday, October 16th, 2020.
Lunch today will be Bosco sticks with marinara sauce, steamed broccoli, and milk.
There are no birthdays at WIS today. Celebrating a birthday over the weekend will be Landry Navarro and Xavier Santiago. Happy birthday to both of you.
This is Theo Thunderstorm with the weekend weather. Swimming is out of the question this week, but you can take a trip to the pumpkin patch. Today will be sunny and 54. Saturday will be partly cloudy and 58. And Sunday will be 55 and partly cloudy with a chance of rain. Have a great fall weekend.
And now here's 3 questions with Mr. Doolin.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, for 3 questions this week, we're not actually going to ask 3 questions of a staff. This is going to be kind of a preview of Mr. Longacre's 3 questions. He's going to be talking about a subject that is very important. So I am going to ask him some questions, but again, this does not count as his 3 questions. We're still going to have him back later on this year. All right, so October is National Bullying Month, and Mr. Longacre is going to talk to us about bullying today. So, Mr. Longacre, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, so I'm going to give you the first question. What is bullying?
All right. Thank you, Mr. Doolin. Thank you for having me on your show, and I look forward to, down the road, getting my own personal 3 questions. You let Mr. Cochran go first. But anyway, what is bullying? Okay, the most simplest way that I can explain it to everybody here is that bullying is something that is on purpose, it's mean, and it's also repeated. And repeated is the key term there. It needs to happen more than once. But as far as a definition, that sums it up.
What can I do if I'm being bullied?
All right, thank you for that question, Mr. Doolin. Well, I mean, you could start off by ignoring, okay? You know, something my dad always told me, that the loudest person in the room is the weakest. So maybe just, ignore. If that doesn't stop this person's things that he or she may be saying to you, then you have every right, and I want to support you in this, to tell this individual to stop it, to knock it off. You need to stand up for yourself in that situation. And then thirdly, if it's still continuing, you need to report. You need to report to a trusted adult. Perhaps anybody here that is at Westchester Intermediate wearing one of these lanyards and has an ID, everybody's been trained. Yesterday morning at the faculty meeting, all of your teachers were retrained as far as the definition of bullying and what their responsibilities are in regards to anything with bullying here at Westchester Intermediate School. So that trusted adult could be your parents, could be an uncle, could be an aunt, whoever it may be. But you need to, if you continue to do the same thing, you typically get the same result. So if ignoring and standing up for yourself is not working, you need to reach out to, again, a staff member or a trusted adult.
Okay, my last question. As a member of the Westchester family, and that's everybody in this building is a member of our Westchester family, what can I do if I see bullying happening in the building?
Well, Mr. Doolin, you know a saying that we have here, if you see something, say something, okay? We won't tolerate bullying here. We just won't, okay? And everybody needs to have that mindset every day that you come here to Westchester Intermediate School. So going back to what I said, see something, say something. If you're a bystander, okay, you're the person witnessing the bullying, you need to do something about it. I expect you to do something about it. And that's simply reporting to a staff member. You could email a teacher, you could Canvas inbox a teacher or staff member, you could just write them a traditional note and hand it to them. Also, too, on our website, there's an anonymous tip line. Okay, anonymous means you don't need to leave your name or anything, but you can give us an anonymous tip about bullying, and Officer Joe and myself and Mr. Cochran will get that report, and we'll act on that immediately. You could report it to somebody at home that could then contact me, your parents. They can give Mr. Longacre here a call. Because once we receive a report, we act immediately on it. Because I'm going to say something I'm going to repeat, we will not put up with bullying here at all. And also, too, after the bullying has been corrected, the child that's doing the bullying, obviously he or she needs some help too. Something is just not right in that situation. So besides discipline, the bully will also receive an educational component from either myself or perhaps Mrs. Hurst, so that the bullying will stop not only for that incident, but for years to come.
Those are some great ideas. I hope all the students have heard everything that Mr. Longacre said. Listen to this video again if you need to, but it's important that we are all listening to what we can do to make sure that Westchester is as safe and welcoming to everybody as possible, and you all are important parts to making that happen. So have a great weekend. We're looking forward to Mr. Longacre's actual 3 questions coming up at some point. We don't know when, but it's coming up at some point. All right, back to our kids.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Rybecki, and I'm here working with Mr. Doolin. I'm from IUN, Indiana University. I'm a student teacher, and I'm here to help everyone who needs help. So if you see me in the hallway, say hi.
We now ask you that you stand for the pledge. If you're in the hall, face the nearest flag or face east. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, and liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Please remain standing for a moment of silence.
That brings us to the end of today's AM 815. You'll be hearing from Shane Weston on Monday. Until then, have a great weekend.
2, 1, 0, all engine running. Liftoff. We